Okay, hello YouTube. And yes, I did it. And this is how to or how not to do overhead conversion. Now, why would you want to do that? Just buy canister vacuum with the overhead and no any dealing with problems and so on. Well, we don't have those in the Finland. Only thing there is only three vacuums what I can think of what use powerhead what comes with the vacuum, and they are Hyla where this powerhead is from, then there is Rainbow, and then there is Vorwerk. Now biggest part of this, and this is not ready yet, there is one connector that needs to be there, and now it is escaping. So this connector here, making this work took me like 5 hours. And first thing what I did was I went to the Electrolux Finnish site and downloaded the whole part list. This was like this was exploded, this whole vacuum. They saw every part what is in it and how they are assembled and so on. So that was a start. And after I have explained these things, I have a checklist for you, and I can read it from the TV, so you don't have to listen to me what I am saying. And sorry about there is renovation going in the neighbor. So first thing what I did was do this socket work for the power. So I had to took a lot of this vacuum apart. And power electricity where I got it from was the after the cord rail and those wires. And then work out way to there. And why I did that? Usually you want to do that after the main power switch for the vacuum. Now, the thing is that this has circuit boards for the speed control and for the soft start of the motor. There is total of three circuit boards in this vacuum, and I don't want those circuit boards to see extra load, but they are not meant to see. So uh, quickly, that was absolutely horrible experience taking this vacuum apart, especially these side pieces. Actually, taking it apart, yes, it was difficult, but making everything to fit again to the right places, to the right panel cups and so on. Oh man, that was hours and hours and hours of work. And note also that this video is for those who constantly ask how you made that vacuum work with that overhead. I want to do that, and this is reality check what you have to go through. So okay, I finally made this connector to work. Then I had to make this cord, and this is also I had to take this whole overhead apart and rewire it from the circuit board because I had stupidly cut out the original code what was about this length to there with the Hyla connector what was useless for me. But yes, now it has color matching code to the hose, and it is not going to be like this in the next generation. I only need two connectors, female and male connectors, so I can break it here and I can take the wand out and use tools, and I can actually use this wand for the straight section nozzle. So I have just wrapped around this cord here. So it is kind of loose and very, very ugly. This is not what I want to do. I and before I go through this checklist, I want to say that I am all about the convenience. I don't want to see these cables hanging like this and dealing with all the trouble when chasing the nozzles. It has to be, this vacuum has to be for every surface and easy change of tools. So now let's go through the checklist. There is a lot of things, but I go through those quickly. So what parts and tools you will need to start this project? So you might end up, oh my leg. So you might end up thinking, oh, I don't have that and I don't have that. I have to buy that. Think carefully and plan things. What you need tool-wise. Now, is the power here suitable for your vacuum? Now I have to really say this because your vacuum might be too strong for some power heads, and you can't push it or it cuts out constantly. So you have to basically do the thing what I did in the previous video, where I just wired it to the extension cord and used it with this vacuum. So I knew that it would work. So there is that. Choose the right power head and right fitting must be there. This used to be 35 millimeter, and now there is adapter to make it work with this 32 millimeter pipe. Now, how to take the vacuum apart? Well, that is very important thing. You have to know how to take the vacuum apart. And I had to learn the hard way. And I knew that this was not going to be easy. So, big thanks to the Electrolux for providing that explosion view of all the parts. So that was so helpful to see all the parts, and you can see actually if something breaks in your vacuum Electrolux, I mean, you can order it straight from them. For example, one wheel breaks. Yes, you can order it from them. Can you say same about the shark? No. But anyway, uh, then where is the source where you are going to take the power? You have to think that. You can't just go to random wires and oh, I am going to put that wire there and it's going to be hunky-dory. No, it doesn't work like that. Like I said, this has those circuit boards, and I don't believe that they cause a problem. But what happens is, because this has speed control for the motor, if I would take that power after the circuit boards to the power head, changing the power setting for the motor would also change the power head speed, and these are not meant for different type of speeds or different speeds. They are cooled by their own fan, small fan, and if they run constantly low speeds, at low speeds, they are going to overheat. So there is where you are going to take the power. Okay, and where to locate the socket. Now I planned this, and it is there, and I I went through all these, and I really was thinking and thinking and thinking where is the best place, and there is that. It is not there. Now, how to run that cable from the power source to the socket? That was another thing, and I had a lot of trouble with that. Because of that, I had to take more and more apart, and it was in the way when I assembled this vacuum. I couldn't assemble it, so I had to do plan B, and again, time wasted, and I was banging my head to the wall. Now, how to mount this cable to the hose? I mean, mainly to the hose. That is much harder than to the pipe. So there is two options: outside with zip ties like so on, or inside where it is super neat. What I am going to do now, there is something what comes with it, especially with the outside of the cable. Now these hose ends swivel like this and this. They have to swivel, otherwise that is going to tangle that cable a lot. So if you are going to do any of those mounting things, you have to consider how you are going to make that able to swivel that hose. So if it is outside of the hose in most vacuums, uh, that hose swivels freely. In this case, even when I put that cable inside of the hose, this vacuum end needs extra length, quite a lot of extra length, so it can wrap around this part here. So you can't make it tight like this. You will regret it. And I have done that, and it is very unusable after that. So make sure that after all the wirings, you can swivel to the both directions that hose freely. Now, handle end connector. Now I am going to get same connector what there is, and that is absolutely must. You can't do this without that. Otherwise, you are stuck with this, and you can't use the hose with the hose end only, one end, I mean. So you need that, and you might want to add switch for that connection. So you can switch the power head on or off, and I am still thinking about that. I am not sure do I even need that. So there is that. Now, how to run this cable from the wand to the power head. Now, like I said, I had to replace this whole cable for the power head and see a lot of trouble. This has two layers, this top layer and then second layer, and there was a lot of parts and circuit board also, and I had to take pictures of it, how those wires go and so on. Always take pictures of everything in the vacuum, in the power head, everything what you need to remember where everything goes. Otherwise you are going to blow something up. Now, only two things left. Please stay with me. How to use it convenient to use? Well, I pretty much explained it already. Make sure that the cable is not in your way in any shape or form. So make sure that these can swivel both ends freely, and the cable is not tangling and so on. And also do not use flat cable. Use this round cable, because if you are running cable to the inside of the hose, that flat cable is going to collect dust and debris much easier and clog the vacuum. Round cable is much more friendly, and that's why I choose that. Now, to the final thing. Is it even worth it? Now, for me, it is, because I got this for so 90, for 95 euros, and currently you can't get this vacuum anywhere under 180 euros. Now, where I probably messed up for some people is that there is no more variant in this vacuum because I took it apart. But if there is, for example, circuit board failure, I can straight wire it, no problem. There, I already know how to take it apart, and I know every part number what I need for this, and it is very unlikely that this 700 watt motor will blow up. So most likely in the Electrolux it is going to be circuit board if something goes wrong, and I can bypass those. And I can even buy new circuit boards if I want. So I did my decision, and you have to think really hard. I can't speak English very well, you have to know that. So you have to think very hard, is it worth it? Especially if you live in a country where you can easily buy canister vacuum with the power head if you really want power head for it. And I really wanted after I saw what this could do. So, okay, there is everything what I can say. And to end this tech talk, this is very handy to have second wand, and then the straight suction nozzle if you have mixed hard floors and carpets. There's no way that I am going to use this for hard floors. It's not very good at it, but very good deep cleaner. So, then quick demonstration.